Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of What Eating Our Foods. Today, we are going to be talking about olive oil. Now, olive oil, it's something that it's really a high demand. And when it comes to food fraud, products that are in high demand are usually the ones that you're going to find people are going to take advantage and try to fraud us. Is that how you say fraud in English? So, olive oil, it's a high demand, and it's basically like the demand is bigger than what we can actually produce. So these companies are taking advantage on top of being an expensive product, which is the second thing that they're going to take advantage. How much is the market, how much they needing, and b, if it's an expensive product. So these companies that are fraudulent are cheating on us. They are making us believe that they are selling to us olive oil, when in reality it's either olive oil mixed with other oils, or it is grapeseed oil. And what they do is that they add chlorophyll to give it that greenish flavor to the oil, and that way when you look at it you will think you're having olive oil. The second thing that they add is beta carotene. Is that how you say it? I'm sorry if I'm misspelling it, but they add that because that is what is going to make it smell like olive oil. So there are several ways that you can cut up with this. First of all, one of the biggest problems that we have is when the food is transported, it's way harder to cut up with people that with companies that are lying to us and they committing fraud. So I guess I would recommend, like, go to your near grocery store, the place where you get your groceries, and check for the brands that they have available, and do your research. Like, go home, do your research, like, very verify that it's a very legit company, where it comes from, see how, like, what are the companies standing for, like, how is their reputations, because sometimes you're gonna see companies that are legit but they have a bad rep. They have been how do you say that, they've been paying like a fee for fraud or a lot of stuff, or they've been suspended and things like that. So you can check them out. And also, like, go and do your research about what are the best, like, places, like, let's say olive oil, which is the case we're talking right now, in Italy. Like, where does it really come from, how does it really need to look like. If I'm not mistaken, olive oil is a little bit more thicker, and I think the color is darker compared to when you put one side by side. But my biggest recommendation will be that. Also, if it's cheap, it's not either legit or it's not the best quality. But again, companies are doing this so that way they can sell you to the high price. So even if it's an expensive olive oil, people might be doing the wrong thing. I don't know the term. I'm getting confused with my English and my Spanish. I'm so sorry, but hopefully you're getting the message. Also, I'm getting distracted by my toddler over there. She's looking at me eating her cereal, and she's way too cute, on top of me being confused with my languages. But anyway, another thing is that always go for extra virgin olive oil, because usually when it's not 100% olive oil, it's lower quality of, it's a mix. That will take the extra virgin olive oil out of it. Another tip is really read well the names, because sometimes they're gonna use names to, like, cheat on us, like, make us believe one thing but it's really not, and they still legit. By example, I was looking about information on, I think it was maple syrup, and one of the ways for you to cut up that it's not 100% maple syrup is that it says maple syrup blend. So that means that the maple syrup, it's a percent of maple syrup, but it also it's been added another things to make to fill the bottle, and they can sell it still on a high price. So look for little details, little names, and if you're not sure what that means in the name, just Google it. What does maple syrup blend means? And usually you're gonna see things like that with the oils as well. So I would recommend to check that out. And again, always go for extra virgin, and try to figure it out what olive oils you have nearby and do the research. You could also try, but I think olive oil you can only find it in California or imported from Italy. But another place with other ingredients is to always go for local farmers market.